yeah, 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 look, ball player, no watching from the side. Said that you got him next, well go ahead and show him why. No limits in the sky, go ahead and take your shot. This one is for the city, let's show him how we rock. Coaches used to call my phone, what you doing, just got home.
What up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Up Next, the podcast where we tell you who's up next in youth sports. We're back at it with basketball, our favorite sport. And we got a big-time player with us today. Of course, my name is Jamal Murphy, and I got my co-host extraordinaire, Khalid Green, in the house. What's up, man?
Peace, everyone. Happy to be here tonight on this December night, and we're going down to Pennsylvania tonight. And I'm hearing this guy's making a lot of ruckus out here on the basketball world, so we want to interview him and find out what's popping, man. What's starting all this?
Yes. So, yes, we'll definitely find all that out. As I mentioned, we got a big-time guest. His name is Malachi Palmer. He's a top, pretty much consensus top 10 class of 2024 right now. Already 6'5". He's out of Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, and currently at Central Dauphin High School. What's up, Malachi? Thanks for joining us. Really appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
Good stuff. So we'll hop right into it. And, we always ask all of our young prodigies the same question. When did you start? When did you start playing basketball, and when did you start loving basketball and really thinking that you could really be one of the best?
I started playing at the YMCA when I was about 4 years old. In the youth rec league. I started taking basketball seriously, like getting in the gym every day at around 4th grade.
Oh, wow. So, obviously, nobody gets to the level where you're already at without hard work. So you've pretty much been putting in that work since 4th grade?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
What was it about the game and, about yourself that made you just, dedicate yourself to it at such a young age?
I've always loved basketball since I was little. And then I started to notice that I had some talent. I had a chance to be great. And since I realized that, I just wanted to push for my dream of going to NBA. That's what I'm still doing today.
Now, Malachi, you're a freshman now, and I've only seen you play on highlights, but you recently came up to the Slam magazine and game here in New York at the Gaucho Gym, and people told me, true to form, like Slam magazine, you had one of the deadliest slams in the game, man. How did that come about, man? How did that feel? Because the city is still talking about it to this day.
It felt great. I was kind of surprised that it happened. Like I was at the foul line and a ball came out the backboard, so I got it. I was gonna dunk it. I didn't expect the other kid to jump. Then he jumped and I dunked it. I was like, wow, that was my first time dunking on someone.
So did you thank him before the end of the night? Because he's on your poster now for the rest of his life. Did you thank him?
Yeah. We talked after the game. He was like, "You didn't have to do me like that." I was like, "Yeah."
So you're at Central Dauphin High School now. What went into that decision for you going there? Was that always where you were going to go, or was there like recruiting battles, or how did it work?
I talked to a couple different high school coaches and thought about maybe going out of state or staying local. My mom had just moved out there recently, and they have one of the best education curriculums around. So that played a big factor in our decision.
And how does that team look? How does the high school team look? I assume you're going straight to varsity, if I had to guess.
Yes, I'm on varsity. I think we have a good shot at states if we have a season this year.
Mm. So speaking of that, I guess COVID has kind of set you back a little bit. Have you been able to really, play and work out how you feel like you needed to?
When COVID first hit, my dad was really, really worried about it. Everything shut down. I couldn't get in the gym for about 2 or 3 months. So I was just at home running, doing push-ups, sit-ups, squats. And then over the summer, I think about maybe July, I started being able to get back in the gym. And then since then, I've been in the gym every day, just working to get better.
When did you? I'm assuming you played made hoops, right, on the middle school circuit.
No, I didn't play made hoops.
Oh, you didn't.
I played Under Armour with Team
Okay.
Thrill.
Oh, Team Thrill. Okay, so
Yeah,
wait a minute. So you're on the team with Derek Queen and
yeah, that's my
okay.
guy.
Yeah, that's a cheat code right there, man. That's a lot of killers on one team, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you guys are on the Under Armour circuit. So how's that look like for you this year? In the spring, you still playing with Team Thrill?
Yes.
Okay. So how's it? And you guys still on Under Armour or Nike or what? Things happen quickly. What's happening?
We're still on the Under Armour circuit.
Okay.
I'm not sure if we're gonna have what the AAU season is gonna look like this year with COVID, but
And
Okay.
how did it come about you playing with them?
so actually, I went to middle school hoops camp in Indiana, and then from that camp, I got invited to the Chris Paul Middle School Combine. I had 37 points in front of the team throw coach, and then I wasn't on like an AAU team.
Mm.
So he asked me, "What team did you play for?" And I was like, "I don't play for a team." So he was like, "You need to come down to practice one day." So then I came down. I came down to practice with Team Thrill. I came down to practice with Team Thrill, and I fell in love with the team from there. I felt like I gelled well with my teammates. I loved it.
Mm.
And I'm assuming, after scoring 37 points, they quickly fell in love with you too. Now, do you consider yourself a point guard, combo guard, two guard? Like, what position do you consider yourself?
I would say combo guard. I can bring the ball up. I like to get my team involved. I also can score the ball pretty well.
How would you describe your game?
I'm a guy that's going to do whatever it takes for my team to win. I can shoot. I can shoot the ball. I can also get to the basket and make plays for my team.
And what players do you look up to or try to emulate their games, like either at college level, pro level?
My favorite player is LeBron James, but I watch a lot of Jason Tatum and Bradley Beal. I try and watch them and emulate their games.
Mm.
And do you have any colleges that, when you grew up dreaming about that you might want to consider? You don't have to say you're going there, but
So when I first started watching college basketball, I think Kentucky, they had like an undefeated season. So that's been the team that I watched since I was little. But
okay.
there's really have like a college I'm like I have to go there.
Okay. And with I'm one of my former players is assistant coach at Villanova, Kyle Neptune. I'm sure they're not going to try to let you out this state, the
Yeah.
state of Pennsylvania, when it's all said and done.
Let me ask you this. So, obviously, I talked about the rankings. Seeing yourself as they say a top 10 class of 2024. First, what do are rankings something that you look at, or how do you view that kind of thing?
I take it as a compliment, but also motivation to push harder, to be considered number one in the class. But I also know that there are people who are unranked who are still working, so I just have to keep working.
And let me ask you, you know, have you been matched up against a lot of the kids that you see in the rankings, and how do you feel you stack up?
I believe that I'm the number one player in the class. But it's just up to me to keep working to show other people that.
Mm.
Have you told Derek Queen this?
What's
I've
it? What,
seen. Go
yeah,
ahead.
go ahead. I was gonna ask. So, what's it like playing with him? Because we brought him up a couple times because we interviewed him also earlier. But
Mm-hmm.
what's it like playing with him? He gets very high accolades just like you do. What's it been like playing with him? And do you guys feed off each other?
Yeah, we definitely do. Like Kobe and Shaq, he's a funny guy. He's always making jokes before the game, again, keeping the team involved, keeping the team into the game. He's a great teammate to play with.
And he plays like a point forward as well, so you could play off of him a little bit, right?
Yeah, he initiates the offense sometimes. He's our tallest player.
Yeah, yeah. Make sure you tell his big butt to get down there and rebound, though, man.
Who would you say have been the biggest influences on you as far as your journey to this point? Getting to the level that you're already at. Who have been the major influences in you getting to this level?
Um, Definitely my dad and my mom. They've always pushed me to be the best in whatever I do. Whether it's I play instruments, so they put me in piano lessons when I was little. I played instruments in church, so they've always just wanted me to be the best at whatever I did, and they've been a huge influence on where I am right now.
And you mentioned the high school you're going to. A big part of it was the academics. Um, is that something that you're attacking, with the same vigor you do on the court?
Definitely, if my grades are right, then I'm not gonna be able to play. My mom and dad are huge on that.
Mm. Yeah, that's good stuff.
So you're into music? Like, who do you like when you're playing against Team Durant or any other team? I'm sure you're not listening to piano, something on the piano. What's on your playlist, man?
I listen to a lot of NBA YoungBoy and Meek Mill.
Okay.
Those are two of my favorite artists.
Keep it in the
And
state, Meek
A-Boogie.
Mill, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we hear that a lot. Those are two artists that get people hyped for sure.
Stay away from the Brooklyn drill music, man. Woo and all of them, man. Stay away from that, man.
Did you play other sports, or has it always been basketball?
Football until I was about 11, I think, 10 or 11, and then I stuck to strictly basketball.
And you're 6'5", right?
Yes.
When did you have a growth spurt, or have you always been super tall for your grade?
I've always been pretty tall since I was little. When I played football, I was a quarterback. I was always the biggest kid on the field.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And when did you start dunking? We already know when you started catching bodies, but when did you start dunking?
I think my first dunk was 2 years ago.
So like, what was that?
Yeah.
Seventh grade?
Uh-huh.
Wow.
I think it was the summer, I think it was like June, like right after my 7th grade year.
Wow.
So tell us about your daily routine in terms of working out. You already mentioned even when the gyms were shut, you got your work in. But what's the daily routine for you look like?
So for my school, we're doing all virtual now, so I have to join Zoom classes every day. So I'll wake up at around 5:30 in the morning and I'll work out. And then I'll come back and do my Zoom calls. And once I finish all my schoolwork for the day, then I'll go back out at around 3 o'clock and work out. And we're not having a basketball practice right now because they actually shut down Pennsylvania. So I'll work out until maybe about 8 o'clock, I have 2 or 3 workouts. And then I'll come home, eat, and go to sleep and do it again the next day.
And what is that? What are the details? Like, what are the specifics that you're doing in the workout?
Each workout I do different things. So my first one in the morning, I'm doing a lot of push-ups, sit-ups, stuff to stay in shape. And then my next one after school, I'll do a bunch of dribbling drills, just keep my handles sharp. And then my last one, I'll do a bunch of shooting and different game situations, how to attack different situations in the game.
And what's the best part of your game right now? Like, what's your strength?
I believe my ability to get my team involved.
Okay.
That's a great answer. So you can pass the ball?
Yes, a little bit.
A little bit.
And when he's not passing to the rim, man.
Right.
What about your weakness? What do you have to work on?
I think I have to work on everything. There's always room to improve in every aspect of my game.
Okay.
And then before we let you go, I know you said, you chose you're at Central Dauphin now, and you were considered going out of state for high school. Do you see yourself doing 4 years at Dauphin, or could you see things changing?
I'm not sure. Me and my family, we've talked about it, but we haven't really put too much thought in it. We're trying to just get through this year and worry about it like closer towards the summer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they schooled you on the right answers too, man. You're a smart guy, man. Good job.
Last question. What are your ultimate goals in this as you continue on this journey through high school and beyond?
I just want to use basketball as far as it can carry me. It's been my dream since I was little to get to the NBA, so that's what I want to do.
Good stuff.
Well, Malachi, as I scouted in the NBA for 9 years with the Brooklyn Nets. So you have my number anytime you want a question or, about the process and all of that. Feel free, man. Your family now. Up next, family. All right?
Yes, thank you.
No problem.
No doubt. Once again, we've had the pleasure of interviewing Malachi Palmer, top 10 class of 2024 out of Harrisburg, PA, and currently at Central Dauphin High School. We'll continue to watch you, root for you, and we see nothing but good things in your future. So good luck.
I'm scared of Team Thrill, baby. I'm scared of them. Thank you, Malachi.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Take care.
Peace.
All right, there you have it. Another star of the class of 2024. We've had a bunch of them on. Pretty soon we're gonna have the whole top 10.
Yeah, we're loaded in that. we're loaded in that class, man.
No question. If we made a team out of just the guys we interviewed, it'd be unbeatable.
Man, I would get a GM job with this crew.
you might get that job. Don't sleep.
Yeah.
But anyway, no, that was great. This kid, another one looks like the real deal, along with his Team Thrill teammate and some others we've had. Just another one in the line of really young, all around talented kids. Like you said, knows how to answer the questions. Talking about academics. Touching all the bases.
Yeah, he's a very polished young man. He sounds like he's already a senior in high school, not a freshman. And 6'5", like I said, I've heard nothing but great reports. He's made a human highlight reel at the Slam magazine game at the Gaucho gym earlier this fall. So this young man is headed for big things, and he mentioned Kentucky, so we got to tag them. But I gave a shout out to Villanova, and always got to give a shout out to Florida State and our guy Leonard Hamilton. So, and I know you want me to mention Patrick Ewing, because every time you say he needs some help right over there in Georgetown.
Yeah, he got him playing hard. You saw they beat St. John's in overtime, so he has him. You could tell if he can coach and he can get guys to play hard. Just give him a little more talent, and he should be on his way.
Malachi Palmer, baby.
That's real. That's big time talent right there.
Early.
No doubt about it. But thanks again for listening to another great episode of Up Next. Keep listening, keep subscribing, keep following us wherever you listen to your podcasts, whether Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, Spotify, iHeartRadio, wherever. Keep following us on social media at UpNextPod on Instagram and at UpNext_pod on Twitter. And we'll be back next week or sooner with some more great content.
Peace, everyone.